Hey guys, your tactical coach Rex here, and we're talking why less than lethal tools fall under force, not deadly force. Okay, less than lethal tools, including Byrna launchers like the one I've got here today, they're impact inert rounds. OC pepper spray, other defensive devices are designed to stop threats without causing death or serious bodily injury. They fall under force because their intended purpose is to deter and control. They do not create a substantial risk of death. They are engineered to minimize permanent injury. And they're used in situations where deadly force is just not justified. They allow civilians to respond appropriately to lower level threats. And this is why less than lethal tools are ideal for public environments, family safety, workplace encounters, and situations where firearms are not allowed. Situations where deadly force would just be unlawful, okay? Less than lethal tools give civilians options. That's what we're looking for in our life, options. And options create safer outcomes. When a person may use force to protect themselves, according to Texas Penal Code 9.31, a person may use force when they reasonably believe it is immediately necessary to protect themselves against another person's unlawful force. There are some key points you need to understand. The lethal threat must be unlawful. The threat must be immediate. The response must be reasonable. The goal is to stop the threat, not to punish that person, okay? You cannot provoke in the encounter or be committing a crime yourself. Force covers a majority of real-world civilian encounters, arguments, aggressive behavior, unwanted contact, intimidation, or attempts to restrain somebody. This is where less than lethal tools really shine. If a person steps forward toward you in a threatening manner and refuses to stop, you tell them to stop, and they keep advancing. They're yelling, they're closing that distance. You reasonably believe now that they are about to strike you. Now force is justified to deter or stop the imminent threat. This is where less than lethal tools really shine, okay? Reasonableness is the legal standard, and Texas law supports proportionate responses. Remember, think tactical, be ready, and let's get ready to execute. So the less than lethal tool that we're talking about today that we're gonna use and practice with is the Byrna launcher. It is the CL edition, okay? This is an inert impact launcher. It is not a firearm, okay? This is very different. It holds these impact rounds, 5 different impact rounds, but if you load it right, you've got 5 here and 1 in the chamber, so you've got 6, okay? It's used for less than lethal purposes, okay? Like we just talked about, force, not deadly force, force. All right, guys, just like that video you just saw, that individual is approaching your space and it doesn't look like he's about to back down. Now he's approaching your safe area and you believe that you need to respond with the appropriate and reasonable amount of force. What does that mean? Does that mean you have to know jujitsu and you have to fight him off? No, it doesn't. It means that this individual is trying to come into your space and is trying to use force against you to either fight you, to hold you, to constrict you, to keep you down, to prevent you from your freedom. So now you have authorization to use force, not deadly force, just force. Okay, that is where the Byrna launcher comes in. This is a less than lethal launcher. It holds air canisters right in here. It's got 5 different less than lethal projectiles, plus 1 in the chamber, so that gives you 6. We're working with iron sights. You see them iron sights? Pretty legit iron sights. They're on point, they're on target. These things actually come with a few different options. You can mount a light on here, and you can even mount, depending on the one that you get, you can mount a red dot sight too if you wanted to get more exact targeting. A more exact targeting solution for you. But this is the compact version. It's very sleek, it's very slim. It's a lot slimmer than a few of our other conceal and carry options here, but remember, we're talking about using force against an individual, not lethal force. But think about it, when are we dealing with lethal forces? Now, you're not a cop, you're not a security guard, you're just a civilian working at a regular job, just trying to live your life. But how many times have you run into a situation where something starts escalating and it's not deadly, but somebody's just in your face? That happens more often than deadly force. this is definitely an option. This is a way to stop an individual from intruding into your space. You don't have to go out and take $10,000 worth of fucking classes in jiu-jitsu, karate, taekwondo, whatever the fuck. This is going to stop an individual from intruding into your private space. And you're within your lawful and legal rights to use force against somebody who is about to use force against you. Now let's go see how this thing performs. Yeah? Let's go. Follow me. All right, guys, we're downrange and we're going to test this less than lethal option right here at this target, but I wanted to make sure that we are hammering this point home to you. You do not want to pull a lethal option against somebody who is not using deadly force against you, okay? Because then now you have just now become the criminal. So that is where these less than lethal options really shine, because you don't want to turn into the criminal, and that can happen really quick as soon as you pull your lethal firearm. This is why less than lethal options, having them around handy, is perfect. So now somebody is approaching you in an aggressive and a very, very forceful way, and you feel that you need to pull out your Byrna launcher. You've got 5 rounds plus 1 in the chamber. That's 6 rounds, okay? So let's see if we can become effective here in this situation. What do you think? Yikes. You see that? That went through. This is not paper. That's going to hurt, my friends. Yeah. They're not going to continue moving forward now. I'm going to get a lot of people that say, oh, they're going to be high, super high on drugs, man. And when they're super high on drugs, they can do whatever they want. They can lift cars and shit. Okay, all right. All right, so the one individual that's going to be super high on PCP that can break chains, okay, then you may want to shoot, and get the fuck out of there, okay? But everyone else, that other 99%, very effective.
At the break of dawn, flag in the wind and the mission rolls on. Every rep, every drill, every move we choose, we train with purpose, we don't get to lose. Discipline is freedom, that's the truth we prove. Every warrior knows how the great ones move. Slow is fast and fast is smooth. That's how we fight, that's how we move. Steady in the chaos, calm in the groove. Slow is fast and fast is smooth. Target, breath nice and clean. Heart of a patriot, sharp and serene. We don't chase glory, we just stay ready.
All right, guys, well, that's it. That's the Byrna less than lethal option, and that's all we're providing is options. I've done the work, I've done the research, you've seen the effectiveness. Go check out some of my other videos that show the effectiveness on other different varieties of fruit. And yes, you can see that it is very effective. You saw here it's pretty effective making holes into this not just paper, but also the lawn art types of things. And those are very hardened plastic. So here's a quick look at the Byrna CL launcher. This is very sleek, very slim. It actually holds very well inside of a concealed holster, and it conceals very well. It's very lean. I like it. This is the one I use every day. I carry around me every day, especially if I'm going into places that don't accept firearms. Guess what? I don't want to be the criminal here, so I got to abide by the law. You know what happens. The people that usually break the law once, what happens? They're the ones that get busted. So don't be that person. Remember, you cannot use your lethal firearm against somebody who is not using lethal force against you. Proportionate. Remember, proportionate. It's got to be reasonable. If someone's going to be pushing you, getting in your face, you cannot pull a firearm because you just became the criminal. You've got to think ahead. You've got to be smarter than that, and that's what I'm doing here for you. Think tactically, be ready, and get ready to execute. This is the Byrna CL launcher. It's very sleek, very slim. It hides, it's compact, just like your everyday carries, except it's a little bit sleeker than them, and it's a lot lighter. And you can present it in all those types of scenarios that we just talked about. So I've got a couple of magazines here that hold 5 each, plus 1 in the chamber, that's 6. Each canister effectively pushes out about 4 magazines, but I don't really see somebody having 4 magazines of some of these less than lethal projectiles on them. 2 is going to be just enough. I'm your tactical coach, Rex. Remember, think tactically, be ready, and get ready to execute, but don't over execute, because then you'll be the criminal. Don't forget to subscribe and like my channel, T-Rex Tactical. That's my channel on YouTube. Check it out. I've got a bomb-ass single coming out called Let's Fucking Go. It's a new military rock anthem. You're gonna love it. It comes out Friday, 5 p.m. on YouTube. I got a cool little music video attached to that, but all other music platforms, it'll come out. So if you wanna listen to it, jam out, turn it up, and let's fucking go.